Alright, Warburg 2, Jungle Rumble.
Crash Bandicoot, you've got some nerve setting foot into my domain without an invitation. Don't talk back to me. I'll fix that attitude problem of yours.
Crash can't talk. Jungle Rumble, the first level of the second warp room, and I'll give them this, the levels are at the very least like vaguely themed around the element that they're based on. For the most part anyway, like this is definitely a water level. I have no idea why there was an ice level in the rock world, but I mean, to a certain degree they all seem to fit. Okay. Super. See, what I think they should have done is, like, you know, instead of gathering crystals, it would be, okay, in each of the 5 levels, the elemental mask in question is doing something based on their power, and it's disrupting, like, the local environment, or like, a city, or whatever, like, and then you gotta stop that thing from happening, and then that's how you progress through the level, but again, it's just crystals. that was gonna happen again, almost. Again, yeah, it's just crystals. Like, oh dear. Oh no. Thank God. There's a nitro there. Oh jeez. I don't care about those two, one for free. Yeah, like again, and again, I keep saying the same thing over and over again, how, you know, this game's so derivative and they don't do anything new, but I don't really understand how people, or more people at least, don't seem to, you know, hate this game as much as me. Like, I've seen a lot of posts on a local, not local, but like a Facebook Crash page that I'm a member of, and like a lot of people are talking about Crash 4, and they, I don't know if it's just nostalgia, but they look back on it really fondly and they say like, yeah, this is a great game and a worthy follow-up to the original games, and I'm just like, no. Have you played this game recently? Because before I did, I thought the same things. Okay, that's all the boxes in that gap. See, right here, this corner is just so tight that you can't see what's coming up until you get to, like, here. That's too tight. There were corners in the original series, but at least you could still see what was coming up, despite that. Like, it never tried to obstruct anything from you. It's just a quirk of these levels being bigger, but again, with nothing in them. Like this huge tunnel here, what was the point of that? Alright. Bonus round. And we haven't had to use the... Normally, when you get a new power-up, the very first level of the next warp room would give you some chance to test it out. We haven't seen that yet. I wonder when that's coming up. I really think that they really need to justify this power-up. Oh dear. I was going to slide that, but I would have gone right into this TNT. So I guess it didn't matter either way. Here it is. It's fun. Oh my god. I keep trying to jump and spin the crate before the... But yeah, I think I keep spinning too early or something. I don't know. so much Wumpa Fruit in this bonus round. Okay. So, back to classic platforming. Nope. We got another chase segment, this time in a Jeep. And it's Jumanji. This segment is kinda fun, I guess. I'm going a lot slower now because I don't want to miss any crates, because I've done this in the past on this section. And yeah, you have to hold X in the Jeep to speed up, otherwise it just goes at a really slow pace and the rhinos will get you. That was good maneuvering through those nitros, if I say so myself. And that's the end of that section. Like, I'll give them this. The variety is appreciated, but I mean, a lot of people's main criticisms with Warped is that there were too many vehicle levels, and the platforming was the true goat of that game. So I don't really understand why you would continue the trend and make it even bigger by inserting more and more vehicle segments into more and more basic platforming levels. Like in Warped 2, there are 0 Crash platformer levels where you only platform and there's no other vehicles. And then you get a level like fucking Seashell Shenanigans, which... oh boy. This is a rough one. Let me set the scene. Crash Warped had swimming levels. You're making a lazy Crash ripoff. Not ripoff, a lazy Crash sequel. So you say, hey, the last game did this thing. Let's just do this thing again. But you know what we'll do? We'll make... to be fair, Crash moves a lot quicker. But we'll make the levels we'll make the levels huge. Like, massive. And we'll make them real vertical as well. That way, you know, people have no idea where they should be looking for crates. And we'll also add invisible bombs that drop from the ceiling, which means that like forward progress is significantly more challenging because you're always being wary for the mines. Oh god, I cannot express how bad these levels are. Like I'm used to I'm used to it now, but that's not like an excuse. And when you accidentally hit the square button a pixel too late, Crash just falls apart. You don't even get a sick animation of the diver, like, you know, ripping Crash's scuba mask off, or like, you know, dissecting him, or like using him as bait, or anything like that, or like, you know, caging him and taking him back to his lab or anything. It's just he dies. I can't think of a single enemy in Warped that just had the basic Crash Angel death animation. I'm fairly certain that every enemy in the game had a unique way of killing Crash. In this game, none do. And the death animations are some of my favourite parts of the Crash games as well, so the fact that there's like none here is honestly really disappointing to me. Okay. I don't know if I think these levels look that pretty. Like, look at, like, there's green murk everywhere. Like, all over the screen, it's all green and icky and algae-y. And it's not that pretty in my opinion. Like, the water levels in Crash Warped looked really great because the water was so pristine and clear. Why would you make it dirty water in this game thinking that's an improvement? I want that. I don't care. I know that the nitros will probably kill it afterwards, but or kill it, break the crate later. But I'm in too foul a mood to leave something unbroken. Again, at least the music is very nice to listen to. That's the one thing that's really alleviating a lot of my rage right now. Oh no, get this way. Ugh, jeez. Yummy apple. Get in there. Oh, but wait! Now we got the submarine! This is gonna make the level so much easier, right? It's a platforming... It's a vehicle segment inside a vehicle segment. Well, that's genius! Crash should do this more often, right? No, this thing is so unyieldy and cumbersome. It's not like a temporary power-up like it is in Warped with like the little jet ski thing. This thing is permanent, and it makes Crash's hitbox so much bigger, so that those mines drop from the ceiling. If you mistime your attempt, you just die straight up. No time to maneuver or anything. It's not fun. Like again, luckily I'm confident enough in my own abilities that I know where all the mines are practically, and I can do something about it, and I know when to take it slow or take it fast and shit like that, but I swear to God, I never turned right there. Did I do that wrong? I think I did this wrong. Okay, that's one of them. That's the second one. Oh no. Well, hi shark. Yep. Don't be so trigger happy this time. Hit the thing first. Now they'll all break. You can die, Nitro, as well. All the Nitros are dead. There's a crystal that shouldn't exist. At least you don't have to, put a lot of effort into, attacking the boxes. You can just run into them, which is handy. And there's a gem. I do remember I was doing a run of this game at some point, and I got to the end of this level and I was missing one box, and I rage quit the entire game and didn't touch that save file ever again. It was cursed as far as I was concerned at that point. Not interested. Okay. Banzai Bonsai.
Leave my levels alone.
He just called them levels. They've never been called levels. That's just so game-breaking and thought, whoa, hello Coco. Holy shit, we get to play as Coco for the first time ever in a platforming level. That's super cool and interesting and fun, right? That's really, well, it is super interesting because it's a good thing that they gave Coco a spotlight, and I like that they did that. But good God, is this gameplay bad? Like, it looks fine as is, and this karate kick instead of a spin is interesting, and it has rather returned as part of Torna's moveset in Crash 4. But and again, you might be looking at this now thinking, well, this is interesting, right? This looks fun. Gameplay doesn't seem that bad. I mean, you know, level design is, for all intents and purposes, the most interesting this game gets. What could be so? What are you complaining about? Like, isn't this perfect? Here's what you get instead of a slide. This thing is as useless as the Nitro Crate sneak. You will never need to use this, and it removes one of the most fun things about Crash's entire arsenal from the game. It means that Coco can't use the slide jump, which is really disappointing. That's one of the most satisfying things that was introduced into the Crash series, and without it, this really just feels like Crash 1 again. Give me that checkpoint. Like, when you take away a key element of the Bandicoot moveset for no reason, you might as well have just not made this. You might as well just made this a regular Crash level, because it's not. You've removed one of the most fun things about Crash's arsenal for the sake of, you know, well, Coco can't slide. She's a girl. I don't get that mentality. But again, like, it's made up for the fact that, like, well, it's made up by the fact that these levels are, or at least Coco's platforming levels, from a design standpoint, they're some of the most tightly designed platforming levels in the game. You know, they're relatively jam-packed with things to break, crates to break, enemies to avoid. It's fun. For what it is, it's fun. And, you know, this game never really designed any of the levels to require the slide jump anyway. Like, you're never sliding under obstacles or using the slide jump to jump over anything, you know. Damn it. Man, a lot of these, I really could have used a double jump there. I just, you know, I'm going to be glad when I unlock it and I could potentially replay this bonus round as Coco and use the double jump. That's going to be really fun, to use the double jump as Coco. Damn it. And they don't even have the balls to make her explode, they just have her collapse in a heap as if, like, the TNT didn't, like, blow it to smithereens, but just, like, you know, gave her a little bruise. They put the kid gloves on with Coco. This has always stuck out as weird to me. Like, the bonus round has an active, like, obstacle in it that can. I can't remember a single bonus round in the original games that had elements in their core design that were actively trying to harm Crash, except for the Nitro crates, but they're still crates at the very least. Like, there were never any, like, enemies or other obstacles in the bonus rounds. I can't think of anything, at least. And it's interesting that they're in this game for, like, really no reason at all. Alright. We did pass a red gem platform earlier, and that's one of, like, 2 occasions in the entire game where we have to return to a level later on for any gem. There's only one other one I can think of, and we've already done it. It's the minecart section of the 5th level of the game. That was just for the sake of using the leg spin. I could have just jumped on the TNT. It literally means nothing. That Cortex Buddha statue is concerning. Oh god, that sinking feeling. This is the worst flight level that's ever existed in Crash. This... oh god. Warp Room 2 is just a mess in general. I think Warp Room 2 might be my least favourite Warp Room in this game. So you're on this neat dragonfly. It looks fun, right? That's how you attack things. You gotta hold down a button, wait for it to go in all the way. You can't even like attack crates directly. You can't target them at all. You have to run into them. Alright. I've gone well off my usual course here. I'm just going after the crates, I think, right now. How many crates have I broken? Half of them. See, right there, I let go of the button, like, just too early, and it didn't work. I think I did it there again. Ah! And I keep missing crates as well. Stop shooting at me, please. I was gonna say, am I targeting a sunken sub? No, that was the thing that was shooting at me. Oh dear. Oh, you gotta also be careful. At some point when I was playing this game, I accidentally flew into the water itself while trying to target the ships. That can happen as well. Alright. Is it just that one? It's just that one. Oh dear. Thank God. I was very close to flying into the ocean on that one. Yeah, that one's not fun. And now moving on to the last level of Warp Room 2. H2, oh no. Again, nicely themed around the water element. Tull, I guess.
They're gonna have to hang you out to dry when I get through with you.
Again, that was a worthy introduction. Why do I keep saying introduction instead of interruption? I keep on doing it. Gosh. Can't speak today. H2O. Yep, we get the sub. Super cool. So there's a tradition in this level, or this game rather, which I kind of like actually, where it's like the last level of each warp room is Cortex's lab level. I kind of enjoy that aspect of it, where it's, you know, it's you know, it's a nice tradition for the levels to have, or the warp rooms to have. But oops, see right there, nothing I could have done to avoid that one. It just showed up out of thin air, and if I was rushing through, like I will have to do later on, I would have been completely blindsided by that. And I was, in fact, completely blindsided by that, because this level design is awful. And the sub, it treats the Whopper fruit as hitboxes, which means you can't... Oh, for God's sake, I'm just going to go around you. But this is I was going to say, like, this is the only one of these levels that has a checkpoint in the vehicle segment, which means the game is intentionally making you do the water variant and the sub variant for as long as you possibly can. Which, fuck you, game, for that. Give me more of the minecart. That one was fun. And not this. And I saw that thing again. Thank God I saw that out of the corner of my eye, otherwise I would have been dead as all hell. And you keep making me stop for the mines, and these fish have the smallest hitboxes in the world. How much longer? Finally, I figured that the ending was coming up. Make me platform again. This is the fun stuff. Thank you, Christ. Alright. Hello, Aku Aku, I need you. Because there's a bullshit fish that came out of fucking nowhere and caught me off guard because it's completely unfair and cruel. Does this look familiar? That's right, it's the eel deal again. Oh Christ, I forgot this. Oh God. Oh my God, that life is just so incredibly... Like, it feels like you almost can't get that without the double jump, but you can, and that's the cruel aspect of it. It's just incredibly particular. Oh, Christ. I don't want to have to re-enter this level when I've got the double jump. Just give it to me! Please! I know it can be done! I know it can be done! Oh! Also, why are the metal crates conducting electricity? Like, that was a thing in the second game as well, but it's just curious. Alright. This one crate that ruins a perfectly good platforming level. Oh my God. Oh, hang on. Well, I should have tried that earlier. Ah, I thought I'd bounce off of that one. I miss Aku Aku. I wish I could keep him. Can we keep him? Can we keep him? It is cool that they've got like this little aquarium tube to show you like the water environment outside. You guys are useless. So that time I jumped on it. And those times as well. Ah, fucking hell. Oh no, I have to deal with these incredibly hard enemies again. How will I sleep at night knowing I killed, like, completely innocent people who were just throwing water balloons at each other and missing? These guys, on the other hand, have killed me a bunch in the past. Hey, Aku Aku's back. I do like the effect of the Aku Aku crates. Ah, fuck off! I just can't keep him. The Aku Aku crates bouncing, like Aku Aku's trying to break free. I can't remember if the Naughty Dog trilogy did that, and it's a nice touch. Bonus round. Well, I was trying to get those crates up top, but guess I can't. There's more box placements that make it so it seem rather necessary to have the double jump, because they better not be. Alright, let's try this again. Ah, Christ. Ah, come off it. Oh, what the fuck? How am I supposed to get those? Alright, let's try this again. Here we go. Again, I don't have to break those boxes, but I'm in a mood. And that mood is Wrath of Cortex mode. Oh my god. What are you supposed to do there? Like, I swear to god I've never had to return to this level with the double jump before. Get on the thing! Alright, well that broke them, but now I've got to deal with this. Oh, thank Christ. I swear to god that's not how you meant to do it. That bonus round feels like it belongs in Warp Room 3. There's just no way that's a Warp Room 2. Why are these enemies? Magikarp, use Splash. It's not effective. For a moment there I thought I mistimed that and I got hit by the... Okay, well, why are those bouncy crates if they're going to break in one hit? It's a little weird. Oh, hang on. The camera almost made me miss those boxes as well. Get the Wumpa Fruit. What's even the point of these lasers? They do nothing. And that's the end of level 10. H2O no. Ah. Got a fairly nice pace going here. Despite some really unfortunate deaths. Alright, boss 2, drain damage. Once again, it's a crunch fight, and it's oddly less effective than the first one. Ah! Oh, once again, you're making allusions to strangling Crash, rather. I certainly hope that you don't take a form that means that you can't actually touch Crash and your only method of attacking him is through projectile attacks that are really easy to avoid and also making the ground shake that seemingly does absolutely nothing. Oh my god, it happened again! The thing I said wouldn't happen did happen! Oh. That was me not jumping at the right time. That wasn't anything the level did. This is also the only boss fight where Aku Aku doesn't appear to help you out, because you don't need him. This level's pathetic. See, what does that attack even do? Pathetic. Pathetic boss fight. And I died on it still, because I'm an idiot and a moron, and I'm bad at Crash Bandicoot. We've already been over this. You don't have to keep reminding me. I know how bad I am at Crash. Finish off my water. Just like I finished off Wawa. Haha! Timing. Jokes that I'm good at. That's why you stick around for the jokes. Can't be for the gameplay, because once again, I'm bad.